Who's ready for some action? Better question, is anyone ever not ready for action? I didn't think so. We see it throughout college football every year, and we're lucky to have it again here. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bulls will put toe to leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Looking for a crease. It's Tracy. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, take a second and think about Buffalo defensive players. Remember Khalil Mack? Well, last year, Sean Doak and Red Burdock led the NCAA in tackles. David, why does it seem like some schools just have that as part of their identity?
It's just fun. They just find those undersized guys that hunt, that play football, that play with aggressiveness. And to have the #1 tacklers in college football on your defense, A, that means you played a lot of snaps. B, that means you got a couple of dudes.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in the middle, it's Williamson. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Back to throw, it's Finn. Snagged in the middle, it's Reynolds. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too, and got to hold on to that thing.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. So Buffalo's offense will have its first possession of the game. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Roberson. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got the back over the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his back in the middle. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
They'll line up for a second down play. He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Finn. Finds a tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Williamson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll move the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Finn. He's got it on the move. And it's in there for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Power football with the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. A little release to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bulls line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Finn. Catch in the middle. It's Russell. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They'll immediately call timeout.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. QB draw. Fakes it past the marker. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback running on the draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd down, going up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
That's a first down for the offense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 10, here he comes. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the...
Breaks into the open. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun, the inside give. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular
love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And the Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabbed in the middle. It's McMillan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch. It's Snow. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of the third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Bulls are in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Dropping back, it's Roberson. He's got an open man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffalo! They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He's run out of bounds at the 41, and he was oh so close to breaking that return. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll start this drive going to the air, using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on! Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll run it from the gun. Looking for room at the 30. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Pocket breaking down. Here comes the rush, and they've got... up at the 28. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football in this defense.
Into the end zone for a touchdown.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Roberson. This time on target. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
Caught over the middle, it's Morrow. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! The AT unit on the field. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. What a cut! Now he's loose. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Right back to the well. He breaks the tackle. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. The give to the tailback. Got a little space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Back to the ground game on the left. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They'll give it to the back. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And your offense,
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned.
Ready? Break. Single, single.
It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you loved it.